Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to the international business class. So in previous class we were discussing about the difference between domestic and foreign company, and we also discussed the role of MNCs in developing countries, especially like countries in India and also in international business, right? Now, among the different types of companies in the previous classes, you have seen domestic company, international company, foreign company, and all, right? Global company and all. So, the another type of international company is a transnational company or a transnational corporation. This some of you might be hearing new, but some of you might be knowing. So, let's see what is transnational company or a corporation. See, the transnational corporations are those corporations which operate in more than one country or nation at a time. So, simultaneously they will be working in our country also and in another country also, and they have become some of the most powerful economic and political entities in the world today. So the transnational companies are widespread and they have a good image, and they are also having a powerful economic and political entities in the world today. They are spreading their wings to all over the world just like a global companies. The transnational companies is a firm that has power to coordinate and control operations in more than one country, even if it does not own them. See, even though they are not the owners of the company, they have the capability to coordinate and control the operations in more than one country. So, transnational companies are those in simple where they will be operating in many countries and they will be controlling the operations wherever they have spread in many countries. So, this is about a transnational corporation. So, in today's class, we are going to see the difference between a global company and a transnational company. In earlier classes, you have seen the difference between international and domestic and global and foreign companies and all, right? So, let's see some of the differences between the global companies and the transnational companies in today's class. Now, global company, all of you know. Transnational, you might be having little confusion, but when you go through these differences, you will get the clarity. Now see, global company refers to a company that operates in more than one country or that operates in foreign countries. So you all know this point is clear, right? It will be operating in more than one country, and it will also operate in foreign countries also. Now let's see about the transnational corporation. Transnational corporation produces, markets and invests and operates across the world. See, global company will just operate more than one country, whereas see here, transnational companies, they will produce, they will only do the marketing activities, they will invest the money, and they will operate across the world. I hope you understood the meaning of global and transnational now. So global companies just operate in many countries, whereas transnational, along with operation, they will produce, market, invest across the world. Now let's come on to the second point. Now the global company is the precede stage of transnational corporation. You have seen the 5 stages in earlier class, the 5 stages of globalization, right? What are the 5 stages of globalization? First, they start as a domestic company, then they will grow up as a international company, then they will go to the multinational company, and the fourth stage is the global company. So, the fifth stage is called as the transnational corporation. So, once you become a global company, the next stage is transnational company. That is why we call global company is the precede, that is previous stage of transnational corporation, whereas transnational comes after global, right? So transnational corporation is the succeed stage of global company. I hope you understood the second point. Global company is the precede stage and transnational company is the succeed stage of global company. Now, coming to the third point, global company thinks globally and acts also globally. For example, Microsoft, Intel. So, the global company, it will be having transactions throughout the globe. So, they will be acting and operating throughout the globe. Whereas transnational corporations, they think globally and act locally. So, they think globally. They will be producing globally. But they will be supplying first to the national markets. So, examples are given here, Coca-Cola and McDonald's. Okay students, I hope all of you have understood these 3 points, the difference between the global company and transnational corporation. Let's see another few points. Global company is regiocentric in its orientation, whereas transnational corporation is geocentric in its orientation. Regiocentric means it will be concentrating in many parts of the globe, whereas transnational corporation is geocentric, that is it will be focusing on one geographical area. Once it is successful, then only it will be spreading to the neighboring and nearby countries. The next point, the last point is global companies analyze the product or process development to ensure competitive advantages. So, the global company will be producing the products and services where it will be having more competitive advantage, whereas transnational corporations analyze the opportunities regarding the availability of resources, customers, markets, technology, research and development. So, transnational corporation first they will analyze the opportunity, where all they have opportunity to be successful and where all the resources are available, who are their customers, who are their markets, whether they have proper technology, research, development. Once they find everything in a positive growth, then only they will start operating. Whereas global company, first it will produce the product and then it will start launching its product in different areas. Whereas transnational corporation, it will first analyze what are its opportunities available. Based on the opportunities, then they will plan what to do. So, these are the differences between global and transnational corporation. I hope all of you have understood all the 5 differences of global and transnational corporation. So, in the next class, we will be seeing the merits and demerits of MNCs both to the home country and host country. Okay students, I hope all of you have understood the transnational corporation meaning and difference between that and the global companies. Meet you all in the next class.